Okay, so I'm here with the original founder of Floatworks and the creator of the isopod, Tim Strudwick. Tim, how long ago was it that you founded Floatworks?
1993.
26
6 years ago, yeah, 26 years ago.
26 years ago. And the isopod that you created, when did you create that?
Started thinking about that 2008 and we launched it in 2010.
Cool, okay, so that's over nearly 9 years ago now.
Yes.
It was launched. And what is it that made you decide to create your own float pod?
Well, when we started in 1993, we started with some coffin tanks. Then we progressed through important tanks from Australia, had some UK tanks as well, and we had floods.
Right, from the tanks?
Fires,
Yeah.
breakdowns, all sorts of things went wrong.
Wow.
And I realised after about 15 years that I had a blueprint of how not to make a float tank.
Right, okay, cool.
So,
So you set about creating your own in 2008.
Yeah.
And what was that process like? How did it work?
well, the design was the hardest thing. I mean, it took us best part of a year to come up with the design.
Okay.
And once we got the design and we were happy with the sort of shape of it, then the rest was pretty easy after that.
And you haven't, it's not like you have a background in engineering or anything. You were starting from scratch with drawing on the floor and just doing it through using your own brain, basically.
Yeah. And the fact that we had all these different tanks that had all gone, we'd all had problems with them.
Yeah.
Just got very good at fixing things, and I'm quite a practical sort of person. So actually, the process was quite easy after after a while.
But so you had like pieces of paper on the floor where you were drawing out the actual base of the tank?
Yeah.
And then you're like going online looking for all the online? Would you be on the internet then looking
we were on the internet then, yeah.
Not that long ago.
2008, yeah. We did a questionnaire with the customers at that time, and
cool.
we presented them lots of different shapes and different types of things.
Yeah.
And one of the things that a lot of people seem to like was their car. A lot of people have a nice relationship with their car. Some people call their car by a certain name.
Yeah.
Cars are quite curvy.
Yeah.
Cars transport you from A to B.
They're not claustrophobic.
They're not claustrophobic as well. So the isopod does look like a bit of a vehicle. There's a spoiler at the back. It's quite sort of streamlined.
Okay, so all the float pods are successfully into the Angel Float Centre. We haven't connected them up yet. We're going to do another episode where Tim's going to talk about how the filtration system works. We're going to talk about how the float pod works. But for today, that's not going to be happening, so that's going to be happening in a few weeks' time. Tim, where else have you installed float pods? You've done it all over the world, right?
We have, yeah. I mean, in the last month, we've installed in Denmark, Kuwait, Norway.
Kuwait is a bit hot for a
little bit warmer summer,
They
have,
Cool. What about famous clients or
famous clients? We've had to sign up quite a few non-disclosure agreements in the past, but we've got tanks at the UFC in Shanghai. That's their performance institute. We've also got some pods with the US Navy SEALs.
Wow.
And a number of football teams and baseball teams in the States.
Amazing. Cool. We're going to do another episode later where we talk about how to connect them all up, but for today we're pretty tired, we've been working all day, and I think that is it. So see you next time.
Cheers.